For freshly brewed discussion on automotive sales and marketing, this is Coffee with Jason. The Coffee with Jason podcast is sponsored by Closer's Coffee. For that full-bodied, rich, sweet flavor with a bright acidity, drink Closer's Coffee, stay caffeinated, and keep on closing. Find out more at closerscoffee.ca.
You're right. It's creating that brand and always staying on point with it, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I really appreciate you taking the time to jam with me today. That was awesome. I guess we'll just kind of recap this real quick. What would you say to the managers first, and then the salespeople? As far as really kind of creating that brand, just kind of recap what we talked about real fast.
Managers, just encourage you guys. Be positive, right? You can't expect them to sell 20 cars on a Saturday when you're done beating them up in the meeting. It's just not going to happen. I would never allow that to happen. I would never be negative on a Saturday meeting and then say, okay, let's go out there and sell 20 cars. That just doesn't work for me. So try not to be as negative on a Saturday. When you need to address things, it's time and a place, right? But not on a Saturday meeting. And just encourage your guys. But most of these guys, they just need guidance. They want to just be encouraged, not put down. I don't like to put down my guys. I like to encourage them. Hey, let's make this deal. What do we need? And I get involved because you know why? I was on the floor, man, and I know the feeling. So, and some GMs just they forget about that. Just because you got the position doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying? You want to motivate people to be like you. And I always tell them, listen, if you're not trying to get into my position, then you're doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to get to my level, right? So you can get to financial freedom.
So really spend that time in coaching and developing out your staff.
Yes, that's huge for us here. The negativity part, I block it out. Like I said to you, it doesn't work for us here, and we just don't allow it. And for the salespeople, just don't be afraid to put it out there. Listen, if I give them the content right every day, I push it out through my app, and I see them posting, I see them getting engaged. I give them tips on how to hashtag certain dealers, certain customers, certain areas, and now they get a little rhythm going. And they cut a customer, right, coming from Instagram or coming from Facebook. They're like, yo, that's from Facebook. It really works. So once they get that momentum going, they're not going to want to stop because, social media is a little addicted too.
That's true. That's very, very true.